Why do you think it's not going to be a problem?
Sure. Thanks, Becky. Yeah, so I had the same initial reaction that you did. I teach a class at Yale, and your immediate thought is, oh my gosh, these kids are going to, students can just go and tell it to write their essays. But in fact, as you think about it, it would be a terrible mistake for schools to ban ChatGPT. And the reason is that our students are growing up in a world where artificial intelligence is intertwined with absolutely every aspect of their lives, and it's only going to get more so. And by ignoring ChatGPT, by ignoring these emerging technologies, it's not going to make them go away. What we actually need to do is to help these students understand how to use them, what are the perils, what are the flaws, how to use them responsibly, because they are going to inherit this world where they're going to be leading the way. And so it's just completely unrealistic. One of the things, Becky, that I was really struck by, you mentioned New York wants to ban this technology in schools. What I was really struck by is their reasoning was it's going to hurt critical thinking and problem solving skills. Yet, if we're trying to teach critical thinking and problem solving skills in a vacuum, not in the real world, it's not going to help these students. They actually need to understand how to interrogate and understand the flaws and understand how to use this stuff responsibly.
That's a very valid argument. To stay ahead of it, though, as a professor, do you change what you are asking of students? Are you no longer asking for essays, or do you just ask ChatGPT to write an essay for you, too, so you can see if anybody has asked the same question?
So, ChatGPT, if you ask it to write an essay and then you ask it again, it will write 2 different essays on the same topic. So it's really hard to check plagiarism. But yes, there are guardrails that are coming up in place. So, for example, some teachers are now saying you have to write your essays by hand or you have to write them in class. There's actually a college student who came up with a program that claims to be able to flag it if something has been written by ChatGPT. OpenAI, which owns the technology, has said that they're looking for things to mitigate it. So there are certainly guardrails that we can put in place. But at the same time, I do think it's really important to understand, and for students to understand, what the flaws are. There's a lot of flaws. We know ChatGPT has information in it that is not correct. We know that it can be used to spread misinformation and hate speech. Students need to understand this stuff, and they need to understand where the flaws are so that they can figure out when it comes to their turn to run the world.
Long term, Joanne, do you see this long term being used literally to write entire papers? Or I think in the shorter term, you're going to see this technology get built in. I don't know if you're familiar with a program called Grammarly, for example.
Yes.
Which a lot of kids actually use just to have better grammar. It's an improved version of what used to be spell check, if you will, on Microsoft Word. But when if you enter in, you bring in the kind of technology that ChatGPT has into it, it can actually not just improve the grammar, but can genuinely improve a sentence or 2 at a time. And it seems to me like that's where you're going to see it do things that are actually pretty extraordinary, that are both good in certain ways because it will make the papers better, but bad in other ways because I just don't know whether students therefore will actually learn this stuff.
So, Andrew, you are picking up on, I think, the most important point here, which is that ultimately, where these technologies hopefully are leading is to be a resource, not to be a substitute for learning, but to be a resource. And think about this historically. We have seen hysteria in the past over Google. When Google came out, there were literally academics saying that students would lose the ability to marshal information. When Wikipedia came out, it was banned. Go even further back. When the personal pocket calculator came out, there were arguments that students would never learn how to use math. True. And what instead has happened is that all of these tools have turned into exactly that, tools, resources, but not a substitute for learning. And ChatGPT, if used correctly and rolled out in a responsible way, could turn out to be the same thing. And by the way, Microsoft, you guys have been talking about, obviously, Microsoft thinking about an investment in it. If that were to happen, if they were to put their $10 billion into it, and you could actually see down the line some of this functionality being used within Word, within Outlook, and some of the other programs.